I don't believe in business friendships anymore.
Unpack that, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just genuinely don't believe in business friendships because there are people I met in business that have become friends, and it's no longer because of business. They have proven themselves to be friends. The reason why I have that distinction is because I really had a hard time with friendships in young life, and having any relationships was challenging for me. Then when I found my swag, when I found my zone of genius, and I started surrounding myself with people who were just like me, it was so exciting. And I thought everybody was my friend, but everybody was not my friend. But they were people in business and in the industry that were going to be great acquaintances, great contacts. I could help them in a lot of different ways. We could help each other. If you show up and say, I will show up for you in a business capacity, that's great. But somebody who goes on to be your friend is not the same thing. That was a very important distinction for me, because you need to be able to have boundaries. And if you call every single person that you meet that you get along with really well friend in business, and it's not keeping score, meaning like, oh, you're not a friend yet because you haven't done this, that, and the other thing. It's just like, no, we're not there yet. I will drop everything for my friends and family. I can't drop everything for everyone in the world that I meet in business. So it's very, very important to me that I show deep respect and I lift up the people that I love in this industry and in this world, and comment on their photos and send them business whenever I can and say, this, I really appreciate what you're doing. Keep it up, keep it up. And I want to be a cheerleader for them, but there's no such thing as business friendship to me anymore. If someone, Chris is a great example of this, there's many other great examples of this. If someone has shown up in a much bigger way for me, the word friendship means too much to me. I would never put the word business to qualify that relationship anymore, because they've earned it. Otherwise, just like, great, like we're in a community together, we're in an industry together, and I've got my personal life and I've got my business life. Yeah, some people fit into both and some people don't.
I think networking itself has a slight change of direction, but I think networking has kind of changed its meaning, again, for me as well, where similar to what you just said, where we're around a lot of the same people, whether it's at events or speaking engagements or client interactions or, whatever it might be. And those people become, I guess friends is probably too strong of a word. They're in your kind of network. And I definitely early on, when I was working for myself, thought everybody was a friend. Just like you mentioned, oh yeah, this is a friend. This is my friend.
So
this is my
heartbreaking.
friend. But it's and again, it's an expectation thing, right? Because
you're
putting.
That's exactly right.
And it's not until you realize that it's not. And again, it's nothing bad against anybody.
No,
it's more.
It's your expectation was
correct.
A little too high of them too early.
It's more like, okay. And I've learned this the hard way, especially dealing with people when you expect, oh, well, they're my friend, so they're going to give me a break if I don't deliver this exactly right now. But then you get a nasty email or a phone call, and they're like, where's this delivery? And you're like, it's coming, it's on its way, And again, that happened one time. I learned very quickly. This was years ago. This is probably almost 10 years ago. It happened to me. I learned very quickly that was I was like, oh, there's a line in the sand. It's here. There's a line in the sand. Clearly, we're friends up to this point. The minute you are affecting my pocket, my business, my family, whatever, we're not friends anymore. We are just things need to get done. And so there's some people that will push that line to get things out of you.
Oh yeah.
Right?
People love to play the friend card. Oh, we've been friends.
Yep.
How can you do this?
People want the good old boy rate. We've gotten that. How many times we've gotten that, Blake, right? Hey, I want the good old boy rate for things. And it's no.
Yeah.
But there's a strong difference, a very strong difference.